Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Guys, AFENI Muhammad had court today. Let's get into it and we'll talk at the end.
Calling file number 25354FY, People versus AFENI Badu Muhammad.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Dale Vanderverde appearing on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, good afternoon. Josh Jones appearing on behalf of Ms. Muhammad.
Your name, please?
AFENI Badu Muhammad.
Your Honor, today is the date and time the court set for a review date after the defendant was referred for competency and culpability at the Forensic Center. Today we still have not yet received the report. Mr. Jones spoke with her, and I believe she was interviewed just last week. So I think we would anticipate having that report within the next 2 to 3 weeks or so.
Your Honor, we leave it to the. That is correct. I knew she was being interviewed. I've spoken to the doctor in regards to the time of the report. We leave it to the discretion on when we want to come back. But we're hoping that we do have the report soon. We just don't know exactly how long they're going to take to produce the report.
I agree with you. Not very speedy.
No, but I know it doesn't take overly long unless they're waiting on documents or records from other facilities. So
I don't know if it makes sense to go out 30 days. I know that's what you're requesting. We do that. We're looking at a PCC date for October 8th at 1 o'clock and preliminary examination. I'm going to set it for the 15th, but you'll probably need a full day, I'm assuming,
correct, Your Honor.
for that, so we can pick a Friday date certain. Do you want to do that now?
I prefer to wait, Your Honor.
All right.
And that way we know we have the report, and if we're going to have a hearing before that, I think we'll know that at the PCC.
Correct, Your Honor. I mean, so if the court, I know the court likes tagging along the exam. If the court wants to continue to do that, I would just leave it on for the next week. I have no objection to removing that date until we know for certain on what we're doing. And we can always call the court if we get the report a lot sooner than closer to the, farther away from the 8th than closer
The
to.
problem with that is our docket fills up, and if you call and you have it and you want to back into a date, so I want to give you a date that's
I just say
a
that.
fair reflection of what you need, and you're asking for 30 days, correct?
Correct, Your Honor. And I just say that in the sense of if the court has room. We're flexible.
But as an officer of the court, you can report that they have interviewed her, correct?
Correct, Your Honor. Again, the doctor indicated that she was going to be interviewed last week, and the client today has indicated that that did occur. So.
All right. Probable cause conference will be on October 8th at 1 p.m. I'm going to set an initial preliminary examination date for October 15th at 1 p.m. with the understanding that it's probably not going to go on that day. We're going to need to pick a full day, which I usually do my exams on Fridays. But at least by the 8th, we'll have an idea of what direction this is going and what we need to do.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right.
And I would agree with that.
Concludes this matter for today. Probable cause conference October 8th, 1 o'clock. Preliminary exam October 15th at 1 o'clock.
Very good. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, there she goes. All right, so AFENI had court today. Today is September 3rd. Today was the day that they reviewed her competency exam. Well, as you heard in the court, her attorney stated that the exam was completed. However, the report has not been returned to the court. So they really can't advance at this moment because her attorney requested competency evaluation to just verify that she is able to stand trial effectively for the charges that she has in front of her, because of course she's charged with first-degree premeditated murder, and he's just doing his due diligence. So in any case, she's been examined. Her report is not back yet. But as you heard, the judge said, look, we'll push it out 30 days and we'll come back and have the probable cause and preliminary hearings. So they have set it up for October 8th and I believe October 15th. And from there, we'll know where it's going. Based on the preliminary exam, if the judge decides to bind it over, then it will go to the circuit court. Right now, it's in the district court, and it will be bound over. So, in any case, that's when they're going to bring in witnesses. They're going to potentially get statements from maybe statements from the victims. They're going to go, they're going to talk to any of the detectives that arrived at the scene, any of the medical reports, the medical examiner, all of those things. And also potentially, I'm sure, the guy who was in the window at the McDonald's, the license to carry citizen who fired his gun. I'm sure he's going to be a witness, the McDonald's owner. I mean, we just kind of have to think about all of the people that were involved, along with, I'm sure, her Instagram is going to be a key kind of piece of evidence. If you recall, the days leading up to when AFENI got into the altercation with her manager, she had been going onto her Instagram and making posts regarding being sent home early. But the word in the McDonald's amongst the other crew was that, she wasn't really doing what she was supposed to be doing and she was getting sent home for a reason. The manager wasn't going to keep the low performers over the people that she could count on. AFENI's story is that she was being picked on, she was being bullied, and all of those things, none of which justifies killing somebody during the morning rush. So, in any case, AFENI has been in a Macomb County jail since July, and she does have a bond, but obviously it is a bond that is. So if you recall, when AFENI got arrested and she went for her bond hearing, they gave her a $250 million bond, which was crazy. And it did get reduced, and it's still not a reasonable bond. She did commit a very serious, heinous crime, so it fits with what she's charged with. So she's basically remanded. But in any case, I'm still shocked that at this point they have not taken her wig. It looks like, if you can see her hands in this picture, looks like most of the nails are off, but it does look like she has a nail on her thumb. That might sound like a really random observation, but in the county jail, typically wigs are not allowed unless there's a reason that they're allowing her to have her wig, which is something I don't know yet. Also, for her to be able to maintain the press-ons or nails that she has on, acrylics, whatever it is. Looks like most of them are gone at this point, but it looks like she still has one. Maybe there are a few on her other hand. I'm not really sure, but in any case, we're looking at court next month. They are still waiting for her medical report to come back, and I think everyone is just kind of watching and waiting and seeing how this case is going to progress. Anyway, make sure, if you're new here, subscribe, comment down below, set your notifications, and as there is more information, I will definitely keep you updated. Take care, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.